Hey there guys, FuryTomic here, and welcome to another Kancolle Kai tutorial. This time with it being how to obtain all the 8 fleets. Now I'm going to be using a very old save, I'm sure most of you guys already recognize it, that already has all the 8 fleets that we need. Alright, hajimemashou, let's start. So, the first fleet, well, to obtain the second fleet, requires you to have 6 ships total. Doesn't matter what ships it is, just as long as there's 6 ships in your first fleet. Which will prompt you to unlock your second fleet, as shown here. Now, if you want to obtain your third fleet, you have to sortie with your... you have to have a fleet, and sortie with a heavy cruiser as a flagship. Any map, but just as long as you have a heavy cruiser set as flagship. Pretty much number 1 on your list. And then the rest of the ships doesn't really matter. Just as long as you have heavy cruiser as flagship. Now, to get your 4th fleet, you would have to sortie on the second map of this particular map with its, and you can probably guess, this is the this is pretty much World 1.5 if you play Kancolle browser. You can set it up as 1 destroyer, 2 cruisers, and 1 light carrier. Should help you clear that. And you get fleet 4. And to obtain your 5th fleet, you need to have Sendai, Naka, and Jinsu in your fleet. All those 3. You just only need those 3. And make sure there's no other ships in the fleet. And now you have your 5th fleet. And now you need to sortie on the second map, which is pretty much World 2-3 in Kancolle. And you need to go to the second, which is the second map. Go to the boss mode. Get an S rank. Well, at least an S rank, but or I should say an A rank or higher on the boss. And now, if you want to get your 7th fleet, you need to have Kongo, Hiei, Haruna, and Kirishima in your fleet. Just those 4 battleships. And now if you want your 8th and final fleet, you need to have Akagi, Kaga, Hiryu, and Soryu. Just those 4 carriers in 1 fleet. And then you'll end up with your final 8th fleet, which you could probably use for anything. Well, might as well look at the Kancolle wiki just in case if you want to know which one and which quests you need to clear to unlock each. And now, here is a second part tutorial where a user by the name of Viet asked me a personal question that I guess maybe most of you guys can have an answer to, or in case some others are asking for the same question too later. So I don't have a particular advice to give for this one, but for leveling up, this tutorial is going to show you guys on what you could do. But to really answer the other questions you have, I would have you look at the previous tutorials I made, like tutorial 2 and 3. Those ones are notably helpful, I'll be honest with you. And as for resources, just look at every single node and hexagon you can probably look at. But I would recommend you to have at least a, what should we call that? Transfer ships set for your main hexagons, and then the surrounding ones for bauxite, ammo, steel, fuel, whatever. But here we're gonna have like a few level 1-4 ships, and, well, just very low level ships against a fleet that is somewhat similar to ours, except they are missing 1 ship. And I know this won't gain us a lot of XP because I've done it before, but at least this will give us a good start for leveling some ships up. Not the best, but at least some good ones. And PvP is I'm doing here. is your best bet for leveling up every single ship you use. There isn't any particular maps you can probably farm on, but this is just one of the preferred ones I have. But be aware, the fleet you're gonna sort in against in PvP may get this fleet you're trying to farm up tight, so there just needs to be that checks and balance of good equipment for your ships and in a good enough high level where they won't probably overpower you and take you out instantly. But do expect if you're trying to sort your level 1s against some level 14s that are zero equipment, maybe get tie-hate or have missed shots. Like Yuki, for example. That was a miss. But Isoka, he's probably just gonna land some Furutaka. But as I mentioned, I do have a PvP video that does also cover most of the other notable stuff here that was featured. But I guess I can also put here. So C ranks, B ranks, A ranks, S ranks, whatever ranks you get, that'll actually depend on how much XP you'll gain. So like right here, we got an A rank. We won't earn a notable good amount of XP like the others. That's because of the fleet levels that we were against and sadly the damage we've both taken and dealt. If you were to get an S rank, you would get the maximum amount of XP you can earn against that particular fleet. Though, there are some other alternatives that haven't been mentioned yet, but I'll cover that later in future videos. Well, I hope the tutorial of the how to obtain all the 8 fleets and this personal question that a subscriber asked me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on Steam. If you have a tutorial you would like to ask or have me showcase or somewhat like that, please feel free to notify me. And yeah, this is FuryTomic, and I will see you guys all later. Ja. Just quite a little sad, because I thought they'd be tie-hating us before.